Hello, Truth Seekers. Lawrence here, and welcome to Easy Enlightenment. So, everyone is looking to fix their problem quickly as possible, aren't we? Yes, we are. You want everything to be done fast. If you're not able to fix it fast, there's the idea that you're going to miss out the opportunity. You're going to miss out the connection for your field, whatever field you are in line with. Not just that, when there are problems occurring in life, we want to fix them quickly as possible as well. And especially in the relative world, we are connected with the people, and there are aware people in certain field, and if you are able to connect with those people, the people will help us to fix the problem as fast as possible, from the material side towards even fixing the body. The quick solution is there, and when we are getting this quick solution, that quick solution experience leaves the residue in us as an idea, and this idea floats in our head as everything can be fixed quickly, everything can be done quickly. Yes, in the relative sense, relative world, you can do that to a certain extent. And when we have gone through this experience, and when we start to align with the spiritual path, we also try to bring the same mentality to be free from the mind, to awaken to the truth. What we have gone through in the relative world and the functioning world, that experience and those ideas won't work in the spiritual path, because the spiritual path, the awakening path, is about becoming thorough, understanding everything in detail, and to catch the detail, to catch the details, we got to be thorough, we got to be aware. And also, this path, the spiritual freedom path, you cannot get help from the outside world. Nobody can give you the freedom. You have to walk on your own. Yes, definitely you get the reference from the world that you got to do this, and certain things are the pitfalls in the spiritual path. Only those things are there for you, but nobody can fix things for you. No guru can give you freedom. This is the only path you have to walk on your own. Nobody will hold hands with you and walk with you to lead you towards a destination, towards the truth. Having the idea that I want to fix this fast is simply another ego coming in the person, layer coming in the person from the outside world. And when this idea is there, this idea makes us not see the reference of true spirituality, because you have that hunger for freedom, spiritual freedom, and you try to go everywhere collecting every sort of things and missing out the true reference for the path. And that is already happening in the world. The hunger for spirituality is already there. Everybody wants to be free. Why? Because everybody is suffering mentally. And this mental suffering has created further suffering, is the chronic depression, chronic anxiety. And because of that, People are seeking the fast remedy, fast solution for the problem. And in the spiritual market, there are all sort of distraction present. You name it, you have done it, and there are several things available for the sake of freedom, for the sake of spiritual freedom. And if you have aligned with those things, you know whether they are solving your issue or not. For me, those things are just a distraction. Those things just make you forget your issue momentarily when you're participating with that. And you're participating to that because the meaning is present to that practice. And when you see the meaning, you naturally associate with that, and you try to repeat that. But deep down, you know that it's not working. It's not working to dissolve your depression, dissolve your fear, dissolve your anxiety, dissolve whatever issue you are in right now. And also you can see that every time there's a new sort of spiritual practice evolving and resurfacing in the world. And when something is new, you jump into that. Why you jump into the new stuff? Because the old stuff is not working. And people are jumping from one practice to another practice just to figure out the freedom. And that kind of practice makes you not able to see the practice thoroughly. And you see that something work in that practice, and then you jump into another practice. Oh, something work in that practice, something work in that practice, and you just collect all the credentials from each practice, and you just mind is getting bigger with the credential, with the experience, not realizing that true freedom is about dissolving the experience and credential altogether to go to the no mind. And no mind is the true freedom. If you have the anxiety, if you are depressed, if you have the suicidal thoughts, those are actually the mind. The mind that has created the byproduct, which is the fear, and fear is making you depressed, fear is making you anxious, fear is making you to have that suicidal thought. And adding all these layers in the mind, thinking that those layers is going to help you to overcome those limitations, it's just another ego play. It's just another idea you're adding, and the idea is not helping you to resolve the problem. And again, I'm telling you, you are the first-hand experiencer of those practices, whether those practices are helping you or not. So we gotta stop running and trying everything. When we hear that life is about experience, we don't have to go everywhere. The true experience, the healthy experience come when we sit with one practice and hone that practice. And from that practice, we understand the deeper layers which the eyes cannot see when we are starting. But staying in the journey, then we can see more details of the practice. This is the truth, guys. We try all sorts of spiritual practice to be free. But the one practice that we always neglect to be part of is the self-inquiry practice. To be free from the mind, you have to understand the mind, to understand the nature of the mind. And when we understand the nature of the mind, then we know how we are entangled ourselves in certain scenarios. And to get there, self-inquiry is the way. For me, rest is all distraction. Even the meditation, sitting with simplicity, with mantras, technique, visualization, it's a distraction. When you are aware enough, meditation is a distraction. Yes, in the beginning, meditation will help us to simplify and anchor ourselves from the practice. But after that, we have to let go the meditation as well to be part of this self-inquiry. Self-inquiry is an open eye practice. And when you are involved in the meditation for years and years, you have gathered so much experience and ideas from the meditation, and when that practice has helped you in a relative world to function better, to upgrade yourself, that has become the conditioning, and when it's ingrained in you, you have a hard time letting go of the meditation. Just not that, there are so many things in your life you are conditioned to them. And freedom is about dissolving the conditioning. Even your chronic pain, your anxiety, depression, fear is deeply ingrained in you that you don't know how to overcome them, isn't it? That's the truth. You may say no, you may fight with your ideas. If you're fighting with the ideas, then you're trying to prove, and you're trying to prove that you are right itself is an ego coming out to fight. And that has to be dissolved to be free from the mind, free from the depression and anxiety and fear and so on. So the solution is about witnessing yourself and understanding the mind. And understanding the mind is through self-inquiry. Now, we are talking about how we are seeking the quick fix for everything, including the spiritual practice. Now, I want you to ask yourself, why are you aligned with this quick fix idea in life and in spirituality? Why? Why are you seeking this quick fix to everything? This can really lead you to see the deeper conditioning, to understand why this surface friction, surface movement present in your life. So if you ask, why am I seeking the quick fix? You can see the reason behind your quick fix. Sure, you don't want to go through the struggle. That's the surface level answer. I don't want to suffer. I don't want to go through this, ups and downs. So the superficial answer will be, I don't want to struggle. So you ask yourself, why am I seeking? And from that why, you will see the answer. You are seeking it, so you should have the answer. There will be answer if you are patient enough to look. And then when you see the answer, then you ask yourself, why again? Why that is important? Why am I associated with that answer? And this second why is going to lead you to the second answer. And you keep asking why, whatever answer comes in, then that will help you to see the root cause of your surface movement today, which is a quick fix, seeking quick fix. And then when you see the root is the ingrained conditioning, belief, attachment. The life is happening from the root in such a way. So you have to dismantle the root as well by sticking with the why. Why my life is happening from this root. Why am I attached to this root? And then this way you can go further back in dismantling the root towards the no mind. And this is just the one scenario of your life that you're being thorough. Okay? And just going with seeing the one aspect of your life is not enough. You have to be thorough in every aspect of your life. You have to work on day-to-day friction. You have to work on your attachment. You have to work on your fear. And when you are thorough in all aspects of your life, and eventually when you get to the same point, when you're dismantling and when you ask yourself, who am I? That's where you're gonna see the plain sight truth. And that's where you're going to dissolve your mind and the extension, the further layers of the mind, which is, today we mentioned depression, anxiety, fear. Those things will all dissolve by seeing the truth. So if you're truly seeking freedom, you got to let go of the idea of quick fix and be thorough. If you are thorough and look at the details when you're going back and dismantling the mind, and if you have a patience enough to stay in the inward journey, every day, little by little, you'll get there. So, spiritual freedom is not a quick fix. It takes a patience. It takes few years to see it, and it's possible. So it's not a one-time thing. Other stuff in the relative world can be a one-time thing. You can fix it and move on to the next thing. But when it comes to inward journey, slow and steady process, but aware process. And if you're aware, if you are unbiased in the process, definitely you're going to see the truth. Okay? I hope this video makes sense to you to some extent. I hope it's helping. If you're new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe. And if you have been following, keep going backward in dismantling the mind. Your sincere work will not fail you. Okay, thanks for watching this video. Take care for now. See you in the next video. Bye.